All right, y'all, welcome back to a quick new season 16 trucks from the PTS just dropped. There's 3 of them here. I will be playing the PTS probably, I'm guessing, on, well, after the holiday because it's the 4th of July here this weekend here in the United States. So probably after this weekend, we'll bust into the PTS, and the PTS is Washington State. So anyways, let's get started here on the 3 trucks. The first one is a heavy truck. This is the Slater ST833 Chimera. And it is a heavy truck. It has the Westline V12 M900. I believe this is 210,000 torque. Advanced special gearboxes, no stock options or suspension options there. And it has some custom tires that actually look pretty darn sweet. Mud tires as well, 67 inches, and the customs are 69s. Stock heavy winch, and you can upgrade those as well. Spare tire options, you have those. You have snorkel options as well. We can throw that on there. And it has a plethora of add-ons. Looks pretty heavy. I'm not sure actually what the weights are. Haven't looked into any of this stuff. I literally have been kind of late to the party here. I just found out that the PTS just dropped here prior to going to work, so I will have to look at this later. Anyways, expanded fuel tank. This is great for support vehicles and has a pretty large fuel tank. A switchable all-wheel drive and an always-on diff lock. So it's basically the dream setup, even though it does have an advanced special, so it doesn't really matter if you have all-wheel drive on at all anyways. So, high saddle has this Slater loading crane. This is probably the King Kong crane that the other Slater ST, I think it's 816 has. So, pretty cool. Cabin protector there as well. And it gets its own custom flatbed, which is pretty neat. Can't actually use the crane with that, but you can use, I believe, the flatbed with it. And then, yeah, just used it that way. It has another custom sideboard bed. Pretty cool looking. Roof rack just gives you fuel. Pretty large fuel tank at 96 gallons. So this could be very, very interesting in how this vehicle kind of pans out here. It does look to be pretty bulky here in the fuel tanks, but I'm probably certain its collision mesh is going to be pretty good. Anyways, that is the Chimera. Moving on here, we have 2 off-road trucks. This is the HIB Bilert 1980. This is a 4x4. Looks to be pretty light, so it's an off-road class. Looks to be a pretty light vehicle. I'm not sure what these torque values are. Haven't actually looked at them. I know this one is 145, so this one's probably around 150, 155-ish is my guess. Normal gearboxes, race suspension gets you a 49-inch tire. It has custom tires that are singles, and then you can also get the double tires, and it also has the ability to do some standard Jat tires as well. So you can have fatty Jatties on here if you like. So 49-inch tires is a pretty big tire for a smaller vehicle. So normal winches there. You have the engageable diff lock and always on all-wheel drive. I kind of wish this was a switchable all-wheel drive because I think it's kind of a curse to have an always on all-wheel drive just for fuel burn purposes. When you don't need it, you can switch it off. But yeah, moving on. A few amounts of add-ons here with a small frame, but it has a special van body, which gives you 600 repair points, 80 fuel, and 4 spare tires. Roof rack as well looks pretty neat with 350 repair points and 32 gallons of gas. And you can also do the LC 3.8 loading crane and the saddle low. So this looks pretty cool. Hopefully it pans out good. We'll see how it drives when we actually get into game here after the holidays. And the last one here is actually the one I'm kind of interested in the most, is the Plaid 440 Buddy, which is kind of an odd name, but hey, I think it looks great, actually. So 145K there. I think this is probably around 155, 150K. That's my guess. So it's probably not that heavy of a vehicle. It probably sits around, my guess is probably close to the 114 SD weights. And race suspension gets you the 47-inch tire up from a 46. It has a custom Plaid tire that is a double, so we'll kind of see how they pan out coating wise. They look great. I might just use them because they look darn good. And you also can have the MMD mud tires if you'd like to. So moving forward, switchable everything, race suspension, 64 gallons of gas, and it has a pretty decent amount of add-ons actually for being a rather small 6x6. So nice custom bed here. Looks great. Can't mount the crane with the custom bed, but my thing again is going to be saddle low. So who knows? It could be a nice saddle low vehicle. Doesn't look too bad right now. I'm actually interested to see how this performs. So that is the 3 vehicles for the new Season 16, the Plaid 440 Buddy, the HIB Bilert 1980, and the Slater ST 833 Chimera. So we'll be back this coming week, probably on Monday after the holiday, playing some Season 16 PTS and checking out these trucks. So until then, guys, God bless and stay upright.